Welcome U10 NC Youth Academy coaches. Here we are with our 5th week of our training session overview during the spring 2018. So during our play 1 phase, we want to look at recovering possession, which we did last week, but specifically we want to disrupt the buildup of our opponent, so when they have the ball in our defensive third, so close to our goal. More specifically, we want to really prevent them from playing forward. And so when we think about our TTPs with the 77 game model, we got to pressure the ball immediately because we're in front of our own goal in our defensive third. We got to get organized, have support, need to be balanced, make it compact, stay compact. And we need to delay the opponent's attack as our teammates transition to defense from attack. So we've got this imaginary halfway line which can orient us in terms of when we begin to interact with our players. Thinking about transition, openings that are occurring here but certainly inside this space in front of our goal, pressure if there's a lack of pressure or where do we want to enforce pressure, and then cover, friends coming over to support. Because we need to disrupt their attack as they're moving the ball around in front of our goal, which is the defensive third, and we really want to reinforce the denial of them playing forward if possible in our small-sided games as the players arrive at practice and we get started with our session. So for the practice phase, we have our core activity, our less challenging activity, and our more challenging activity. However you use these three combinations, you want to have the activity duration be a total of 30 minutes. And so throughout all three of these, most of us are lucky enough to have half a field. So I've included a build outline oriented in front of the goal which we're defending, and it's right up to the beginning of the center circle, just a little bit past that. So we're thinking about the edge of the middle third coming into the defensive third. That's going to be the northernmost boundary for our blue triangles, which is the team that we're working with. So here in our core activity, it's just a 5v5. We've got a build outline for our player actions. When blue receives the ball or wins the ball or has possession, we want to just play it into our target players. They can move on either side all the way across the width of this. These might be your midfielders or your advanced forwards coming back to receive the ball, so it's functional and realistic to the game. Reds, when they get the ball, they go straight to goal. If you think that's too challenging for them, then our less challenging activity brings the bottom end of the field up to around the penalty marker. We've just got 2 goals on either side, and it's a 4v4. It's the same type of game with our blues winning the ball and playing it into our targets. We've got a build outline for player reference of actions. But again, we're thinking about, as they get closer to our goal, what are the player actions we need to reinforce for those near the ball and those who are helping the players near the ball. And then the more challenging activity, we've just added an extra player, and we've kept the field the same. Blues are still scoring to our target, reds are scoring on goal. Really thinking about, in this activity, openings as a trigger for player actions to either pressure or to cover and help support a friend, to keep the shape of the team compact, and to reduce opportunities for them to play forward. The questions we can use could be, what should we do once we lose the ball? That moment of transition, where do we go, when do we go, how do we go there? Where should we move? Maybe to keep it compact if I'm a single player or it's me and a friend and we're outnumbered. When should we move? Keep the space compact. So if my friend steps, what do I do? If my friend drops, what do they do? And then who should pressure the ball and when? And it's all going to come out. It's all going to be tested in our play 2 phase. Again, we want to prevent them from playing forward. Certainly need to deny scoring chances by getting in and around the ball. Our player actions that we're going to reinforce or focus on are going to be in this half of the field as the other team has the ball approaching our goal. So where should we pressure the ball? When should we pressure? Who should pressure? And then what should we do to deny and block opportunities for them to go forward if we can't win the ball? So we might not be able to win it. What can we do to prevent their attack? Hopefully that helps. Thanks.